But yeah, so, sub-story, this man's wife died. So maybe that's who I keep seeing in the hospital beds. Maybe he did find her in the end. Or maybe she did just run off, and that's probably why he left the planet, is he had his wife died, so had no reason to be there. Ah. That. I don't like that. It's going to keep happening. I think I just need to keep running. And avoiding the big plants. But yeah, it's now night time. And I don't typically like horror games, so this could be interesting. And potentially entertaining. This way? Is this the way I've just come from? Have I just gotten turned around? There's footsteps there. I feel like I've gotten turned around. Where am I supposed to go? I think I've gotten turned around. Right. So this is the way I've come from. I will remember that. So this is the way to go. Okay.
After these creatures strike, they become safe to interact with.
So they're deadly life forms that took the lives of my companions, but this one is much bigger, and just when I stand nearby. So touching or standing on it is no longer deadly. So I can use that as a ladder. Now that they've become safe. Okay. That's a new mechanic. I'm using the deadly life forms as ladders. Which I'm sure they'll definitely appreciate and not attack me for. Because it's kind of insensitive to use people as ladders. But I guess they're plants, not people. And we also use plants as ladders. Because, you know, trees are plants. And we make ladders out of wood. They are incredibly narrow, though. So this could be difficult to do your first try. But there we go. Right, I assume I can use this ball to jump up to the other green footsteps. And I don't think I can head any further along there without immediately being stabbed by plants. Right. Where am I going now? It is quite dark here. Although I like the red lighting. That's quite nice. But let's just run quickly away from that before I get stabbed. So the person with green footsteps survived. I guess I jumped down after them. But when someone jumps off a cliff rather than talking to you, you should probably stop following them. I need to get to that side, but I assume that plant's going to try and kill me if I just go directly there. So, green path is probably the best way to go. And we're winding our way through. Actually, can I cut across here? I can if I'm careful. I don't think I missed anything there. I think I went the right way. Is this plant going to be helpful? Create a bridge? It is. Right. Let's try not to fall off. Yeah, so maybe... I don't know what these plants are, other than plants. Because they seem sentient. If they can actively stab me and know where I'm walking and all of that, and they can place traps, they're definitely smarter than they look. So the plants could be the alien species. The one that built the power systems. Although I don't know what they'd need power for. But it's very confusing. Hopefully it does get explained eventually. Ah. That made me jump. She just appeared right next to me. Right. I mean, she can't be that far away. Oh, I need to run. But she can't be that far ahead of me if she was just right next to me. I would hope. Although she seems to have gotten away already, so... Maybe she's just a lot faster because she's not in a spacesuit that's incredibly heavy. Right, I hope that plant's going to make a nice bridge for me. Please? There we go. Just have to ask it nicely. Right. There's more deadly plants there. Let's head up here. So that way's dark. Can I make it on top of that rock? Just. Is that another stabby plant? Yes. I do the flashlight here. It's very dark. But the music's gone quiet. So maybe I'm safe for now? But I don't know how she's managed to get away from here so quickly. Because she's still human, I think. I mean, she glows green, but she's still technically human. But she seems incredibly fast and can sense the plants around here. Is that her? It doesn't look like her. Well, it kind of does, but...
Whoa!
Well, that's new. Well, the plants are definitely smarter than I thought if they are
There's gotta be some kind of a trap.
capable of recognise that I'm following her and then making replicas of her out of themselves to try and lure me in. Because, yeah, the plants are very smart. Okay. I need to be more careful when using them as ladders. Right, let's escape from this area. Last stand. Okay. That sounds like the end of the game. But I thought this was too soon to be the end of the game, since I've only been going for, well, almost an hour and a half. So there's a little town there. So that's number 5. So I saw the number 4 on the dam. I might have missed the numbers 1, 2, and 3. So she's already managed to go all the way over there. And that's... Is that like an Aurora Borealis? Something like that? Where it's just lights in the sky? Or is that light pollution? Or is it just weird game effects? Right.
Looks like the portal creators recalibrated the portal away from Earth and back to the alien homeworld. And the Russians were afraid of what might be on the other side.
Okay, that's odd. So, due to power fluctuations, we've been unable to use the portal. So, I assume the accident was when a whole lot of people exploded. They decided to wait to see if the portal stabilised. And it's now been months since they were able to transport anyone through. So they saw, for the brief moment, a fantastic alien world. So the creators recalibrated the portal. And now they're too scared to go through. Despite them already going through the portal once to get to this alien world. So that's a little bit odd. But, right, can I get on top of this wall to get a better view? Okay. There's something around here. Seems to be a couple of pipes. Ah. Fuel. I definitely need that. Okay. And I guess I'm heading up towards that big portal looking thing. Oh, there was a glowing thing there that I jumped over. Let's grab that briefly. So they started handing us bread today. So they're everyone started to realise that they've run out of food. And they decided not to plant crops. So they got cocky and decided that there was plenty of food on the planet already, they don't need to grow anything. Which is definitely not sustainable. And definitely contributed to them no longer being here. Although I haven't really found any bodies. For there being so many houses and this being such a major settlement, I found one skeleton so far, and one green person. I still don't know what to call them, but they have the green footsteps. So that's a total of 2 bodies found so far. I assume there's going to be a lot more. But maybe they did head to the... If they got desperate, maybe they would have headed through the portal to the fresh alien world that they saw. So maybe that's where I need to... What, do I want to find the Russians? Also, that plant is glowing red. I don't know if all of them glowed red, or if it's just because of the low light now. But it does highlight them a bit more, which is quite nice. But let's stay on rocks to avoid them. Okay. So I'm heading up towards that big green looking thing over there. Because I think that's where the footsteps were heading towards. Footsteps are down there. And there is a moon. I assume that's a moon. I think they only have 1 moon. So, if someone was trying to figure out which planet this is, that would narrow it down significantly. Am I heading around in circles? I am. Okay. So I assume I'm supposed to climb this rock here and use it to jump across to the next rock. Because I assume I want to kind of follow where the green footsteps are going, but parallel. Oh, they come out that side, so maybe they went underneath where I currently am. Yes, they have. Also, I bumped up against the rock too close, and that pushes me backwards. Because of course it does. Right. Let's get up here. Did it put me further forward? No. It's put me facing the wrong direction. That was very helpful of it. Facing the wrong direction and further back, so I didn't know where I was. Right. Let's get across here. Or at least I think that was further back. I don't know anymore. Right, let's get up here. And go to that green portal. Oh, apparently I can't get up. But there we go. Right. There we go. So now I'm across here. Good. Where do I go from here? Okay, there seems to be a pathway along this side. It's more difficult when there's no green footprints to follow. Definitely makes it more challenging. Because otherwise I have no idea where to go. Other than vaguely that way. And that way being over there. Right. Let's put the flashlight on so I can actually see the plants on the ground. Because they all look inert currently. But I don't want to find the one that isn't. Because then it'll be too late. Right. So yeah, this does seem like the right way to go. And I assume my fuel isn't going to run out until I get across all of this. So I don't have to worry about using it up. But yeah, I don't know what that is. That looks like it's going to project a beam out. So I don't know if that's just going to be a generic beam of light, or if that's going to activate something, or... So that looks like more bodies. That looks like a lot more... I think I might have found the Russians. I might have possibly found them. So, yes.
The Russians didn't survive. Yeah, these skeletons are creeping me out.
So the decayed bodies indicate a number of people who were brutally killed by the root creatures. I'm lucky to be alive, and only thanks to the decision to follow the woman. But she may be one of them if she can, well, first of all, survive a long fall, and second of all, sense where the plants are. But yes, there's 2 bodies there, a third. It's 3 or 4 in that tree, another one there. It's a lot of bodies. I don't think that's all of them though. So this is one of the doctors from the Soviet Space Agency. He's recording this in hopes that it will be retrieved and their mission will be understood. So they discovered a portal in Siberia in 1974. It transported men and machine from Earth through space to the surface of this planet. It was rich with life, but also wonderful and beautiful. So they decided to claim it for Russia. And they kept it a secret. So they wanted to build a new and perfect Soviet society. So they established a colony of hundreds of people. So after a few months they discovered the native plant life was dying out. Because they introduced a virus that killed off a bacteria-like substance, which is the green fire. It was the primary food source for the plants, and when it died, life on the planet died with it. Some organisms remain and they've mutated horribly. They are ravenous at any kind of food, and they lost almost their entire colony to these creatures. And they're closing in. They've retreated to the high point in the eastern gorge. They hope to reach the relic power structure, but it's too dangerous. Okay. So this is just one bunch of the Russians. Some of the others might have been eaten. Some of them were buried in the graves back in the town. I remember seeing that. So... oh, I think there was some shouting in the background of that audio track. They were probably being attacked while they were recording it. Not great. Right, so that looks like a power structure thing. And the green footprints were leading this way. Okay, jetpack fuel depleted. That's not surprising. It had been a while. Okay, so that might need fuel. There's a glowing thing up here that I'm going to go have a look at first. And we're back to the green footprints. Good. Okay, so what is this? It's a massive structure. It's very descriptive.
Doesn't appear man-made.
So it does not appear man-made, and was almost certainly constructed by the portal builders. So maybe this is the power source for the final portal to get home? Maybe? I mean, I can't really have a proper look at it from this close. But... so it seems like the green footprints came out of that valley, which I can't get into. Go this way, so I assume I go this way to follow them.